Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain the fourth lesson of social science, the Southern Plateau. What is the name of the lesson? Southern Plateau. It is one of the physical division of India. Already we learn three physical divisions of India: the northern mountain, northern plain, and the desert. The important western desert. Today we learn about the fourth physical division, the Southern Plateau. This is very important physical division of India. So in this lesson we learn about the what is plateau, where it is extend from which area to which area to which area, and where how it is extended from north to south, and also what are the important minerals found in this area, what are the how it is structures in South India. So these are all we learn in this lesson, understood? And also we learn about the hills, which are the important hills in Southern Plateau, and also we learn about the triangle, the shape of the Southern Plateau. First you learn what is plateau. You know what is the meaning of plateau? The plateau is also called tableland because it is a elevated or high area fairly leveled or flat on the at a top is called plateau. So plateau is always higher than the ground surface around it, but lower than the mountains. It is oldest land mass of India. Understood? I think all of you understand about the plateau. Plateau is always higher than the ground surface. Understood? And it is a surface around it, but it is lower than mountains. That is very important. It is not higher than mountains. It is lower than mountains, but it is a higher than the surface ground. It is the oldest landmass of India. It is a oldest landmass of India. The shape of the Southern Plateau are triangular in shape. Southern means south. In south, it is situated in south of India, so it is called Southern Plateau. It is a triangular in shape. The Narmada River then into two parts, and Central Highlands and Deccan Plateau. The Narmada River divides the Southern Plateau. One part is Central Highlands, other part is Deccan Plateau. First you learn about the Southern Plateau. Southern Plateau covers a large part of India. They stretches from 1600 kilometers from the north to the south and 1400 kilometers from east to west. That is, it is a large part of India. Southern Plateau covers the large part of India. They stretches from 1600 kilometers from north to south and 1400 kilometers east to west. The Southern Plateaus are surrounded by hilly ranges of all sides. Aravali Hills are in the northwest, Rajmahal in the northeast, Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats are towards the east and west respectively. So Southern Plateau is surrounded by hills. All sides it is surrounded by hills. The Chotanagpur Plateau is a rich in Chotanagpur Plateau is one of the plateau in Southern Plateau. It is a rich in minerals, especially coal. There are other minerals also there: iron, manganese, bauxite and mica. The main mining centers are Jharia, Giridih, Bokaro and Raniganj are the very important mining centers. Chotanagpur is one of in Southern Plateau. Next one, Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau stretches from Satpur range to the southern tip of India. Godavari is the largest river in the Deccan Plateau. Chotanagpur Plateau, it is a rich minerals, especially coal and other minerals are found in this Nagpur Plateau. And in Deccan Plateau, it is a Satpur ranges to southern tip of India. It stretches Satpur range to southern tip of India. Godavari is the largest river in Deccan Plateau. Which is the largest river in Deccan Plateau? Godavari. Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu form the part of southern plateaus. Black soil is found in the region. The main crops grown here are cotton, sugarcane, rich groundnut, rice, groundnut and tobacco. These are the very important crops. Most of the southern plateau, what type of soil is found? It is a black soil. It is very important for agriculture. So there are so many important crops grown here. They are cotton, sugarcane, rice, groundnut. Annaimudi is the highest peak in the Deccan Plateau. Which is the highest peak in the Deccan Plateau? Annaimudi. The eastern and western Ghats meet each other at the Nilgiri Hills. The Jog Falls in Karnataka are the highest waterfall in India. Understood? Which is the highest waterfall in India? Jog Falls. Which where the eastern and western Ghats meet? The eastern and western Ghat meets each other at Nilgiri Hills. Which is the highest peak in Deccan Plateau? Annaimudi. Annaimudi is the highest peak in Deccan Plateau. Hills. Which are the hills in Deccan Southern Plateau? Aravali Hills lie to the northwest. Rajmahal Hills lie to the northeast. Annamalai, Nilgiri and Kandamam Hills are part of Western Ghats. The Vindhya Hills are in the middle of Southern Plateau, running from west to east. Satpur Hills lie between the rivers Narmada and Tapti. Southern Plateau is a triangular in shape. It is cover large part of India. It is surrounded by hill ranges all sides. So next you learn after center plateau. The center plateau consists of Malwa and Chotnagpur plateaus. The area to the south of river Narmada and Satpur Hills in the Deccan Plateau. So Deccan Plateau is the peninsular plateau. It is located central India that includes inland sections of the states of Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka. For this definition, the Deccan Plateau makes up most of central and southern India. A more restricted definition limits the Deccan Plateau to high tableland between the Narmada and Krishna River, where remnants of lava beds are to be found. The name is derived from the Sanskrit Dakshina meaning south. The Deccan is delineated by the Western Ghats on the west, Nilgiri Hills on the south, Eastern Ghats on the east and Aravali and Chotanagpur Hills on the south. This upland is drained. This upland is dried by series of rivers. Notably the Godavari, Krishna, Penna, Kaveri and also most of it start near the Arabian Sea and flow eastward to the Bay of Bengal. The river valley are densely populated, but the dry areas lying in between the rivers are often lightly settled. Irrigation is uneven because the rivers are rain-fed. Nevertheless, the volcanic soil of the north lends itself to cotton cultivation. Other cash crops include millet, oil seeds and wheat, and there are tea and coffee plantation in the south. Among the major Deccan cities are Pune, Hyderabad and Bengaluru are the important major Deccan cities. Which are the major Deccan cities? Pune, Hyderabad and Bengaluru. Which are the important cash crops? Millet, oil seeds and wheat. And tea and coffee are the plantation in the south. So the river valley densely populated, but the dry areas lying in between the rivers often highly settled. Irrigation is uneven because the rivers are rain fed. What type of rivers are there? They are rain fed. Nevertheless, the volcanic soil of the north lets itself cotton cultivation. So southern plateau, what you learned today, southern plateau is made up of igneous rocks or it is a triangle in shape. Aravali Hills lie in the northwest Rajmahal Hill in the northeast, and the plateau consists of two parts. What you learn? The plateau consists of two parts, Central Highlands and Deccan Plateau. So Malwa Plateau on western part and Chota Nagpur Plateau in the northeastern part. Malwa Plateau lies in the north of the India. It is covered by black soil which favor the cultivation of cotton, oilseeds and sugarcane. The Chota Nagpur Plateau drained by the Damodar River. It is a deposit of coal mines. Girinidhi, Bihar, Raniganj and Jaria are the important deposits of mine in Nagpur, Chota Nagpur Plateau. And also coal, iron, manganese, bauxite, mica are also mined here. This plateau is marked by the Rajmahal Hills on the northeastern side. Chota Nagpur Plateau is covered with dense forest. Next, Deccan Plateau. What do you learn in Deccan now about the Deccan Plateau? It is also lies in the south of Narmada River, and Vindhyachal Mountain and Satpur ranges lies in the northwest part of the Deccan Plateau. The Satpur ranges is located between the Narmada and Tapati. The flow westwards into the Arabian Sea. It is the largest plateau of India. A plateau is bounded by the Western Ghats in the west and Eastern Ghats in the east. So the Deccan Plateau is surrounded by Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. The Western Ghats in the west side, Eastern Ghats in the east side. Western Ghats is the west of the Deccan Plateau or long ranges of hills. It includes Nilgiri, Annamalai and other hills in this area. Also Karnataka and Kerala. Ooty is the hill station in Nilgiri Hills, and also Eastern Ghats have comparatively low hills as we have compared to the Western Ghats. Which are the important rivers flowing in this area in Southern Plateau means the Narmada, Tapti, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. These rivers flow into the Bay of Bengal and makes a delta. And so these are all the important rivers of Deccan Plateau and make the land fertile. There are many waterfalls in this region. Jog Falls is the second highest waterfall in India on the river of Sharavati, Karnataka. It is the world second highest. It is the first. It is one of the highest waterfall in India. Sharavati. And which are the main crops grown in Deccan Plateau? It has a red and black soils. Black soil is known as cotton soil. It is a good grown for cotton and oil seeds. Groundnut, rye, sugarcane, wheat and cotton are the main crops of this Deccan Plateau region. Tea and coffee are the important crops. Rubber and spices also grown in this area. Minerals. Which are the important minerals found in Southern Plateau? It has a rich minerals. Iron, coal, mica, gold are main minerals found in Deccan Plateau region. Which are the important cities in Deccan Plateau? The capital of Andhra Pradesh has the important historical city. It is a famous for Golconda Fort and Salar Jung Museum. It is also as a IT hub. Bhopal, Nagpur, Indore, Bengaluru, Mysore are the very important cities. Understood? So these are all the important things we learn in this lesson. Understood? The southern part of India is rich in minerals. Southern part of India is rich in minerals. Which is the oldest landmass of India? Southern Plateau. Understood? The Nilgiri Hills are in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. So describe the children. Look at the oral questions are given. The dash hills are northwest and the hills of northeast. Which are the hills are northwest and hills are? Do you know the answer? Malwa and Chota Nagpur, Aravali and Rajmahal. The center plateau consists of dash Nagpur Plateau. Central Plateau consists of Malwa and Nagpur Plateau. The dash hills lie between the rivers Narmada and Tapati. Which are the hills in between the Narmada and Tapati? Which are the hills? Satpur Hills. The Chotnagpur Hills plateau is rich in minerals, especially coal. Understood? Especially coal. The Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats meet each other at Nilgiri Hills. The dash in Karnataka is the highest waterfall in India. Which is the highest waterfall in India? Jog Falls. Understood? Okay. Next, match the following is also given. I will give the notes in next class. I will continue in next class. I think all of you understand about this lesson. Children, first you learn all the odd words and read the lesson 1 or 2 times. Then you easily understand about this lesson. Thank you.